This is the History of Portugal podcast with Brian Kirk.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Brian Kirk with Eat to My Own Beat, taking the road less traveled with another Portuguese History of Portugal podcast. This is episode 86 on our series. This is on the Umayyad Conquest of Hispania again, and this takes part in the preference for treaties. So in 713, Abd al-Aziz ibn Musa subdued the forces of the Visigoth Count Theodemir, or Tudmir, who had taken over the southeastern Iberia from its base in Murica. After the power vacuum following King Roderick's defeat, Theudemir then signed a conditional capitulation by which his lands were made in an autonomous client state under Umayyad rule, or the rule of God. His government and the Christian beliefs of the subjects were respected. In exchange, he pledged to pay a tax, a jizya, and to hand over any rebels plotting against Umayyad rule over the Islamic religion. In this way, the life of many inhabitants remained much the same as before Tarik's and Musa's campaigns. The treaty signed with Tudmir set a precedent for the whole of Iberia, and the towns surrounding the Umayyad troops experienced a similar fate, including probably the Muwallad Banu Qazi, based in the Ebro Valley, and on other accounts and landowners. In exception to this pattern, some towns, Cordova, Toledo, etc., were stormed and captured unconditionally by the Umayyads, to the government by direct Arab rule. In the area thought to be part of King Roderick's territory, Merida also staged a prolonged resistance to the Umayyad advance, but was ultimately conquered in the midsummer of 712. As of 713 or 714, the last Visigoth king, Ardo, took over Attila II, with effective control just over the Septimina and probably the eastern Pyrenean threshold and coastal areas of the Tarraconese. Islamic laws did not apply to those subjects of the new rulers. Christians were ruled by their own Visigoth law code, Forum Laudicum, as before. In most of the towns, ethnic communities remained segregated, and newly arriving ethnic groups, Syrians, Yemenites, Berbers, and others, would erect new boroughs outside existing urban areas. However, this would not apply to towns under direct Umayyad rule. In Cordova, the cathedral was partitioned and shared to provide the religious needs of the Christians and Muslims. The situation lasted some 40 years until Abd al-Rahman's conquest of southern Spain in 756. So again, thank you for watching the History of Portugal podcast. This was episode 86. They're all in order on YouTube in a folder or in a playlist, so you can watch all the episodes back to back to back. Of course, I have to apologize for the earlier episodes, as I was just getting the hang of this, and they're not quite the quality of the newer episodes. If you've noticed, all these videos are now being shot in 4K. I have a new camera, so I'll be filming all the episodes and all the vlogs in 4K from now on. So until next time, keep eating to your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day. Thank you.